Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm going to show you how you can automate some of the most time intensive aspects of managing your Etsy stores. Automating your customer service, automating some of your data entry and some of your actual fulfillment, as well as some other things that you can get set up depending on how you run your operations. So let's get onto the computer and let me show you how you can get this set up. So to get these automations running, we're going to need to use VS Code. Now, I like VS Code because it just makes this whole process simpler. And we're going to use Claude, and we're going to use Claude Code inside of VS Code. And to run all of these automation scripts, we're going to want the Claude browser extension. Now, let me explain the premise here. This Claude browser extension is going to be ran on the browsers that your Etsy stores are. So say you use AdsPower, you want to add this extension to all of your AdsPower profiles with your stores on. If you just use normal Google Chrome like this, you just add it to your normal Google Chrome, and that is where all of the scripts are going to be ran, because Claude extension can manage, run, do whatever within your browser when you give it permission to do so. So let's head over to VS Code and I'll show you what we are going to do. So we are going to build a customer service script and automate our customer service. We are also going to have a script that takes all of our Etsy orders, puts them in neatly tidy into our Google Sheet. And what else we're going to do is create a script that's going to pull a customer's order from this tracking, from the Google Sheet, get their tracking number, and then complete the order for them. But before we do any of this, the main thing we're going to want to do is build a tone.md file. Now, I've already built all these scripts out for you, and they're going to be in the link in the description, but I just need you to understand something here. I have gone away and built and led you to water, but I can't make you drink. So please learn how to refine these yourself. You know, I've given you the source here, but go and make it better for your own benefit, right? So a tone.md file is essentially, how do we communicate to our customers? How do we solve certain problems? How do we handle refunds? How do we handle returns? How do we handle irate customers? How do we handle happy customers? What questions do we most commonly get asked? Okay, so it's going to go through all of your messages on this Etsy store. This tone.md file needs to be store specific. So say you run 2 stores, you have a tone.md for each store. 10 stores, the same thing. Okay, so we want to go through all of our Etsy messages. Now, again, if you don't have any Etsy messages, this script is a bit useless. You are going to need to artificially make this. But it's going to read every conversation, scroll through, learn everything you've said, and it's going to get your tone and voice, common questions and answers, how you handle problems. It's going to get social engineering techniques in here, right? It's going to build social engineering playbook, you know, review phishing in a subtle way, building rapport. It's going to do everything for you. Okay, so what you need to do is on your Etsy store with the Claude extension, go to your messages, paste this prompt into Claude, and you're going to get back something like this. Now this is just, you know, a fugazi. This isn't from a real store. This is just all made up. So as you can see, phrases I actually use, how to handle common questions, FAQ answer bank, problem resolution playbook, social engineering playbook, everything in here. It's got its do nots, it's got its parameters, situations to prepare for. And now it is good to keep running the tone builder, you know, weekly. Keep adding to this, keep refining it, keep adding new things that you think should be in this tone.md file, because this is at the core of all of our scripts. So once you've gone ahead and you've done something like this, the next step is using our Etsy message responder. So like it says here, how to use, copy everything below the line into Claude for Chrome when you're on your Etsy messages page. And here it's got a bit of our persona, right? So this would just be name, and it just scans the inbox, goes through, and any messages that are unread, right? It knows what to look for, and it's going to process each conversation. And now we need to see, can it just reply without our check, right? If you can reply, if the answer is in the memory bank, if it's covered in the playbooks, anything like that, it will just instantly reply to the customer because it has confidence. However, it's going to manually flag it when it comes into any of these parameters. And again, play around with these. We will then get a summary report. It will look something like this, right? We get our flagged for manual review stuff. And then below here is a copy and paste of our Tone MD. So it has all of the information it could possibly use. It will go through and just keep responding to messages as long as you need. Now, the next one we have is our Etsy order logger. So this is going to put them into, right, this tab here, which is a placeholder URL, but this would be our Google Sheet, okay? So it's the exact same premise again. When we're in the orders tab, any that are not completed will be added in. It's going to extract the order data. So for this, we have the order number, date, customer name, item name, SKU, quantity. This is for any extra information you might want, right? Maybe it's your SKU, supplier's SKU, whatever, maybe it's different. Address line 1, 2, city, state, zip, tracking numbers, boom. Now this is going to be blank. So we want to leave this blank. Okay, now we have some rules. So this essentially says if a customer's ordered 3 items, 2 quantity of one product, and then a different 1 quantity of a different product, it will make 2 rows. The one with 2 quantity will have its own row. The second one will have its own row. It will not duplicate any orders. And it's going to write this to sheet, and we're going to get it logged, and we're going to see everything, and it's got the rules down here. So super easy, right? Now you don't have to do data entry yourself. Now this next one here is to complete an outstanding order. So we've logged it to the sheet. The supplier has fulfilled it. The supplier has added a tracking number in. It then goes into our sheet. It finds the customer. It finds the customer's order. Right, it goes into the Google Sheet and it finds their tracking number. Now you'll see placeholders in here. For this, I've got the default courier as UnExpress, but you'll need to set up some like regex checks. So if it starts with XYZ tracking number or whatever, like every, you know what I mean, and it will work out the courier. Now if we go down, it'll find that order, it'll mark it as shipped, put in the tracking number, and it'll give you a little summary of what's been done. And we've got the rules here. Now we have just automated the 3 most time-consuming aspects of selling on Etsy in less than a 10-minute video, and I have given everything to you here. Now I will keep refining these scripts for you, but I really want you to go ahead and use this as a great foundation for running your stores. So anyway, guys, I hope this video helped. I tried to make it as absolute simple as possible. It'd mean the world to me if you could comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. It is good to get back on the computer and do a more technical Etsy video for you. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one.